Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about what is a circle of fifths and how can we use it to work out all of the scales. The first thing you need to know is that every piece of music is written in a key signature. And a key signature is just these symbols at the start of a piece of music, and it basically tells you which notes you can expect to be playing in that piece. Broadly speaking, it's talking about which black notes you're going to be playing in the piece. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but not significantly so. The circle of fifths acts as a kind of reference guide as to how to work out those key signatures. So you might know that something is in A major, but how exactly do you work out what A major is? What notes are typical to A major? All right, so here's how it works. I'll talk through the process. Soya milk. All right, so circle of fifths, we start on middle C. It doesn't actually have to be middle C, it's just a convenient place to start, but we do start on C. Right, so C major has no black notes. The key signature is blank. You kind of just have to remember that. C major, no black notes. If we want to find the scale that has one sharp in it, we go to the fifth note in C major. So that's C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we get to G. This tells us that G major has one sharp. All right, for a moment, we're not going to worry about what the sharps are, but I'll just go a little bit further. So from G, if we want the scale that has two sharps, we go to the fifth note in G major. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G, A, B, C, D. I probably don't have to sing all the notes. So D major has two sharps. If we go up again, another fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get to A. A major has three sharps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get to E. E major has four sharps. All right, so that's how it works. It works going down as well. Okay, it makes a circle. That's why circle of fifths. If we start on C and go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get to F. F major has one flat. So that's what happens when we go down. Up you get sharps, down you get flats. If we go down again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we get to B flat. Now here's a little problem because how are you meant to know whether you're landing on B or B flat? This is where you have to have a way of working out not just how many sharps and flats are appearing in that key signature, but also what exactly they are. There are a couple ways of doing this, maybe more than a couple, but I'm going to talk you through a sort of very technical way of doing it, and then I'm going to give you a much easier way. The reason I'm not just skipping to the easier way is because I think you should have some understanding of how this is all structured. Okay, the sharps are quite easy. Every time you go up a fifth, to find the new sharp that has appeared, all you have to do is look at the note that is one semitone below the note you've landed on. So if we go up a fifth from C, we get to G, so the note that's one semitone below G is F sharp. So G major has one sharp and it is F sharp. So now we know the scale. If we play G to G with F sharp, there we go. That is the scale of G major. This carries on. If you go a fifth up from G, you get to D. It retains the F sharp because the scales are built, the key signatures are built on one another. So you retain the F sharp we already had, and we add the note that's one semitone below D. And that would be C sharp. So D major has F sharp and C sharp. All right, and this carries on. A fifth up from D is A. So we add G sharp. So A major has F, C, and G. All right, that is actually fairly straightforward. I find most of my students sort of remember that they just have to go one semitone lower to find the new sharps. It's a little bit, it's not more complicated, but it's a bit more long-winded when you're going down to find the flats. If you go down a fifth from C, you get to F. So F major has one flat. And it's not as easy as just going one semitone up or down. This time you have to go 5 semitones up. So you land on F and then you go 5 semitones up from there. B flat. There is a sort of little pattern here as well, which is not only is B flat the one flat of F major, it also happens to be the 5th down. I do think it can get a bit confusing here, but I'm just going to say the new flat that appears in each consecutive scale with flats is also the next 5th. So if I work out that F major has B flat, then I know that B flat major is the next in the circle of fifths, and that's going to have 2 flats. So then I go up 5 semitones, and I find out that B flat major has B flat and E flat. I also know that E flat is going to be the next 5th down. So E flat major is going to have 3 flats. Go up 5 semitones, and so on and so forth. Now, that is quite a long way of doing it, and it also sounds really confusing. It wouldn't surprise me if you kind of had to watch that a couple of times to fully understand what was going on there. But there is an easier way. And what it is we use a mnemonic. You know, this is like an ancient method of memorizing things or working things out. The mnemonic I've got is really clever. I didn't come up with it, but it's always impressed me. The mnemonic is: Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Okay? If you say that mnemonic, the first letter of each word is a sharp, the order in which the sharps appear. So father, F sharp, that is the first sharp that appears in G major. Father Charles, C sharp, that is the second sharp that appears in D major. Father Charles goes, G sharp, which appears in A major, which is the scale with 3 sharps. And that goes all the way up to 7 sharps. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. So that's kind of cool. As long as you remember that sentence, you'll be able to work out all the scales of sharps quite easily. But what I love about this mnemonic is if you say it backwards, battle ends and down goes Charles's father, you have the mnemonic for the flats. Which the fact that someone came up with a sentence that works both ways around is kind of blows my mind. So this gives us an easier way of working this out. So if we start on C, no black notes, go down a 5th, we get to F. F has 1 flat. Well, battle ends and down goes Charles's father. So battle, B flat. F major has B flat. So then we go down 5th. We get to B, so it's actually a B flat. Okay, so B flat major has 2 flats. Battle ends, B and E, and so on and so forth. So if I just use that, B flat major has 2 flats, B and E. Voila, we have B flat major scale. All right. This method, the circle of fifths, does work for minor scales as well. All you have to do differently is start on A instead of C. If you start on A and you go up a 5th, you get to E. E minor has 1 sharp. Next 5th up is B, that has 2 sharps. F sharp minor has 3 sharps. And that goes on and on as well. Just quickly go down, starting on A, no black notes. A 5th down we get to D, so D minor has 1 flat, which is B flat. Go down another 5th, we get to G minor that has 2 flats, B flat and E flat. I mean, obviously I'm doing these quite fast, so it's not necessarily super easy to keep track of what's going on. But the process is there. You're just going up a 5th to find the sharps, down a 5th to find the flats, and then you're using the mnemonic, Father Charles goes down and ends battle, or battle ends and down goes Charles's father, to work out exactly what the black notes are. Now, there is a scenario you might find yourself in, which is, well, firstly, if someone says we're in the scale with 2 sharps. And you go, oh, which one is that again? Okay, not a problem. Let's start on C, go up a fifth. G, go up a fifth again. D, okay, so D major has 2 sharps, Father Charles, F and C. So D major, F sharp and C sharp. But what if someone says to you, we are playing in A major? And you go, right, A major, no problem. I'm going to use a circle of fifths to work this out. Do I go up or down in the circle of fifths? Good question. Well, there's one thing you just need to remember. All the scales, all the major scales that have flats also have flat in the name. So B flat major, A flat major, E flat major, D flat major, G flat major, they all have flat in the name with one exception, and that is F. F major has 1 flat. All the others have sharps, excluding C major, which is blank. So as long as you remember that F is the only scale starting on a white note, it's not quite true, because we also get like C flat and F flat. So scratch that. It's the only note it's the only scale that doesn't have flat in the name that has flats in it. F major. All the rest, D major has 2 sharps, E major has 4 sharps, G major has 1 sharp, A major has 3 sharps, B major has 5 sharps, and that's it. That's all the white notes. Okay, that's all I've got to say about the circle of fifths. So enjoy your practice, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.